Okay, we're live. Hopefully. Let's check. Wait for a few peeps to get in and let's talk about it. Okay. Am I live? I don't know if I'm live. No idea. Check on my phone. Come on. Is it not showing up? Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, we're here. Yo, counter punch, what's up, brother? Hope you're good, my man. Hope you're good. For some reason I can't get my chat up on my okay, here we go. It's just started to pop up. Alright, okay, cool. So we are live, that's good. I'm getting messages from YouTube saying that your picture is unrecognized. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? TNH Hassel? Yes, we're live. Excellent. Where's AJ? Counterpunch boxing news. Where's AJ? In Barbados, apparently. Steve Lewis, big up. Yes, we're live. Mr. H. Cool, it is showing up. Excellent stuff. Dino, way man. What's going on? I thought that I'll do this video because I couldn't really be bothered recording it and then just uploading it. So I thought that I'll just do this live and we can talk about the image that you can see on your screen currently. And these are Tyson Fury's new sparring partners. And when a few people get in, we shall, I'll let you know who they are. If you're coming on in, smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, it's a little flashing thing right there where it says subscribe. Do so. Lewis, hey, hope you're good, my man. Thank you very much for popping in. Darren, all good. Hope you're good. Hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's well. Now, as you can see on your screen right there, that is Tyson Fury's new sparring partners as he prepares for the Deontay Wilder rematch. And I'll tell you who they are. And all of these guys are prospects. All of them prospects. Now, on the left-hand side of Tyson Fury, so the middle of the picture, that is David Adelaide. A lot of you guys may know David Adelaide. David Adelaide, he's 22 years old and is 1-0 with one knockout. He's a new Frank Warren signing. And the other two guys, British guy, 27 years old, 3-0, George Fox. And there's an American there, Jared Anderson. He's 20 years old and he's 2-0 with two knockouts. So 3 prospects in camp for Tyson Fury. Now, as it was mentioned there with Anthony Joshua, he's currently in Barbados. But of course, there's still 5 weeks left to go for the fight, which isn't long. So maybe AJ may fly in for a week or so. It'd be pretty good if he does. It'd be really good if he does. James, what is up? Hope you're good. Are these current boxers? Sparring, yeah, they're currently active fighters, but they're all prospects. All 3 of those guys have had a combined 6 fights and 4 knockouts. Fury beats Wilder again very comfortably. Be nice, wouldn't it? Be real nice. What's time anyway? 20 past 11 at night. Oh my goodness! So we may not get we may not get too many people in today, but let's see. Let's see. Nick Harmer, channel member. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Actually, why are you, Nick? You need to be a moderator. That's what you need to be. There you go. Because you're a channel member. Steve, hello, Sport and Icons. Where is Guido Falena? Ah, yeah, the Italian guy. Yeah, yeah. He's probably going to be there somewhere. He's usually there or thereabouts somewhere, isn't he? So, yeah. Well, isn't he trained by Abel Sanchez? Would I be right in saying that? I'm sure that that Italian guy's trained by Abel Sanchez, so that's going to be in California at Big Bear. And Tyson Fury is obviously at the Kronk Gym, which is in Detroit. So yeah, quite far away. Quite far away. So maybe, who knows? Who knows? Um, what's happened with the chat? Hello, M State of Mind. Hope you're good. You think AJ will go over? It wouldn't surprise me. I know Frank Warren doesn't want it to happen. Eddie Hearn doesn't want it to happen. But hey, listen, if Tyson Fury wants him there, and if Anthony Joshua wants to go, Anthony Joshua will go. You know, so yeah, I hope so. Mimsy, what is up? Hope you're good. Timmy, what is up to you? Salute. Dino, I hope I'm wrong, but Wilder wins by knockout. Yeah, I hope you're wrong too, Dino. I hope you're wrong. I really do. I think Wilder, he takes his time and builds on that KO punch because it's the punch you don't see coming against you, right? Yes, it is. That is exactly the one. But there again, even if you do see Wilder's punch coming, if you don't get out of the way, there's a good chance you're hitting the deck. Happy New Year, 7. Hope you're good. Jugai, what's that? Jugai? Yeah, okay. Jack, but in a way, I want Wilder to win so White can take the chin off. Yeah, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I can't see Wilder getting past Fury twice and Dillian White. I can't see it. I mean, if he does, he's proven to be the real deal, isn't he? But anyway, I have to wait and see. Charlie, late one. Yeah, well, I said I was going to do this video on Tyson Fury sparring partners, but to be honest with you, I can't be bothered to record it and then update it and edit it and then upload it, and it just takes too long. So I thought, you know what, just put that image on the screen and do a live, and everybody can have their own comments as to what you think about Tyson Fury's sparring partners. I was trained by Kevin Barry. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay, so he's in there with Joseph Parker now. Nice, nice. Well, I've seen Joseph Parker did an interview earlier on with what's her name? That Asian girl, busty girl, nice looking girl. That Helen somebody, Helen Yee, Helen Yee. And Parker said that he believes AJ will vacate the WBO and he'd love to fight Usyk for it. So fingers crossed there. That'd be a great fight. If Canelo versus Andre Ward happens, who would win? Oh, Andre Ward is too big for Canelo. Too big. Too skillful as well. I think that Andre Ward would keep him at range. He really would. But there again, I mean, Canelo has this knack of getting the job done, so who knows? Big boys, boxing, KO. I hope you're good, my man. Hope you're good. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. And if anybody hasn't subscribed to Big Boys Boxing, please make sure you do so. Dylan, Chisora Usyk for the strap. I don't know whether it'll be for the strap. I think that these guys will fight in March, but it won't be for the belt. I mean, you never know, right? You never know. Fury's going to morph into a ring mop come February. Hope you're right. Wilder blocking out distraction. He's going to get KO'd. No promoting, no nothing. Yeah, actually, have you guys seen my latest video, which I uploaded about half hour ago? They've now announced a press conference for Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Yeah, that's going to be happening on Monday in Los Angeles, which as I said in that video, it's weird that they're going to do it in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is right next to Las Vegas, where they're going to have the fight, so you may as well have had it in Las Vegas. Second of all, Tyson Fury's all the way up in Detroit, so he's like way north of America, and Deontay Wilder is complete south of America in Alabama. But yet you've got Los Angeles all the way over on the west coast. West comes south. So you would think that they would have come up with another one. Oh, all good, Minzy. You feel like this fight isn't happening? Yeah, it will happen. Well, hopefully it happens. Hopefully it does. Guma, if I was Joshua, I would go to the camp and knock Fury out and come back home. Yeah, but we want Tyson to win the title, don't we? So I hope that don't happen. Goes the distance, Fury wins, otherwise Wilder wins. Fury for me. Yeah. Hey, listen, if it goes the distance, I can't see Tyson Fury outboxing. Sorry, I can't see Wilder outboxing Tyson Fury. But listen, you never know. You never know. Maybe Wilder's going to pull out with some kind of boxing masterclass, do an AJ on him. What do you reckon? Darren goes the distance. Fury wins. Oh, sorry, yeah, I said that one. Dylan, White beats Wilder. I think I agree. Totally agree with you on that one. Dino, what do you think about Canelo's comments on BJ Saunders? I hope that fight happens. I really, really hope that fight happens. Will it be at middleweight or will it be at super middleweight? I don't know which one favours Billy Joe. I don't know which one. But yeah, I hope the fight happens. White KO's Wilder. Yeah, I agree. That's what I think happens too. I think Wilder will throw a wild punch and Dylan will counter him. What is a bigger dosser than you? Mm. Tony, hello. Hope you're good. I can see Fury beating Wilder, but Dylan doesn't have a chance against Wilder. But I think White beats Fury. I know it's weird. That is weird. But for me, I think Fury is a tougher fight for White than Wilder is. I really do. I really do. For me, I think White versus Fury is probably 50-50. Um, Wilder versus White, I think Dylan is probably. I think he edges him. He'll outbox him and knock him out. But you never know. You never know. The biggest weakness Wilder has are those wild swings. Yep, leaves him more exposed on the body for a little more than a second to counter the body for those wild punches. Are too heavy if you caught. Absolutely. Ray, what's up? Do you think these fellas are worth having in camp? One of them has a style similar to Wilder. Not one of them. Yeah, again, they're all prospects, so I don't know. I mean, they're all tall, which is going to help, of course. They're all, well, supposedly big punchers. Although one of them has got three wins and hasn't stopped anyone, but the other two, you got Adelaide. He's got one win, one knockout, and the American guy, he's got 2 wins, 2 knockouts. So, I don't know, prospects. There again, I did say this about Anthony Joshua in his rematch with Andy Ruiz Jr. Some of the guys he had in sparring, I was thinking, I'm not too sure that's good enough. But turned out I was wrong. I reckon Fury will retire if he beats Wilder. If he does, he could be on for a bit of a lawsuit because he's got another fight or 2 more fights with ESPN that he signed. So he does need to fulfill those 2 fights. The Supernaturals, what's up? Splodge error. Hope you're good. Hello. Why aren't they promoting it in UK? Yeah, because they don't care about UK, do they? They don't care about it. I mean, I don't think that they're expecting huge pay-per-view numbers from the UK because obviously it's a 5 o'clock in the morning jobby. Potentially 6 o'clock as is Las Vegas. Thoughts on AJ Pulev extension? Yeah. Surely that means WBA will be vacated. No, it'll be WBO will be vacated. Yeah, I did a video on that one earlier on this morning about Pulev and Joshua extending the contract talks. So yeah, I mean it's no surprising. It's no surprise. I think that Bob Aaron's probably playing hardball. He wants to take it to purse bid in the hope in the hope that he beats Eddie Hearn for a purse bid and takes Joshua over to America or Bulgaria. Toby, hello, hope you're good. Really poor promotion, ticket sale predictions. I think ticket sales, I think they'll probably fill the capacity, but that's because a lot of them is going to be giveaways at the end because they've amped the prices right the way up. I mean, you're talking over $1,000 at the minute for a back seat one. You'd have to be off your head to put $1,000 down for a ticket at the very, very back seat of the arena when you can just turn up on the day and get it for free. You'd be mad otherwise, wouldn't you? Now, this is why Hurley's killing it. He promotes all fights and fighters. Arab and fish eyes need to retire. Fury's legs have a slight hint of bentness in that pic. Fury's legs are always like that. He's got the Kugan Cassius legs. Really, he does. He does. I would really like Chisora to get a shot at the strap. Talking from the heart. Yeah, of course. I mean, listen, he's a Brit. Of course, we all would. But going on the rankings, it should be Usyk versus Parker for the WBO. But if Usyk versus Chisora happens beforehand in March, which rumours that it could be, whether that's in Manchester or the O2 Arena, then if Chisora can beat Usyk, then it would be Chisora versus Parker for the WBO strap. So, you heard about Eddie Hall versus the Bjornsson, two world's strongest men, possibly going out of the ring. Really? Oh God, no. Oh God, no. No, I haven't heard about that. I haven't. Callum Smith. You think Callum Smith will fight Canelo? Yeah, maybe. Do you think rumours about Tyson's knees being shot are true? I haven't heard any rumours about it. I mean, he doesn't seem to have the same kind of movement that he once did, but that may have been down to the opposition. But hey, who knows? Who knows? Taylor versus Crawford, 2021. Yeah, Bayern, because Josh Taylor obviously just signed up with Bob Arum. So yeah, let's get onto that page for a second. See if the chat pops up. Okay, why are we like way behind on that chat on that screen? Oh well. I'm sure it'll catch up. Okay, that's to someone else. That's to someone else. Any fights in the pipeline for Ritson? Yeah, April the 4th at the Metro Radio Arena. No idea who. Just go back onto that screen. It's much easier. It keeps up with the chat. Yeah, no idea who the opponent is though. So it'd be a 140 pounder. I have no idea. I mean, isn't it a shame that O'Hara Davis is in the golden contract? That'd be a good fight, Ritson versus O'Hara Davis. That'd be an interesting one. I wouldn't be at all surprised for a European title shot for Ritson. Well, wouldn't be at all surprised. Visio, salute. Hope you're good. 55 people watching and only 8 likes. Is that it? Come on. You're not Wilder fans, are you? Click thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Tyson cannot retire anytime soon. He's just building up again. Yep, that is true. That is true. Nick Harmer. Unfortunately, Fury would frustrate the hell out of Dylan and make him look silly unless he gets careless. Well, you see, this is the thing with Tyson. Is that he's excellent for 35 minutes, but for about a minute in that fight, he makes a few mistakes. And that's when he could get caught. I mean, even against Klitschko, I mean, people say it was a boxing masterclass. He was still getting caught. You know? So, I'm glad you admit to being wrong concerning Joshua's sparring partners. Well, I think most people said it, you know? I mean, the sparring partners that he had, again, prospects, and on paper, they weren't very good. But yeah, it turned out in the end that it was exactly what it was that he needed. Hit the like, guys. Hit the like from Scotland. Anthony, yes, hope you're good. Prediction for Shield versus. Oh, yeah, I think Clarissa Shields, she'll win. She's fighting tonight, isn't she? I'm pretty sure she's fighting tonight. And Munguia's taking on Spike O'Sullivan, which I hope that Spike wins. But obviously Munguia's going to be the favourite, but I hope Spike wins. What are the stats on UK versus US viewers? Why are the fights hosted in the US? Well, for ESPN, they have the money. BT just don't have the money, really. And beside the fact, if Tyson Fury wants the Wilder fight, he has to go to America because Wilder won't come to the UK. He's frightened to death to come to the UK, unfortunately. Tony, I think Fury's trying to help the youngsters. He wants tall, no need to spend big. Yeah, maybe. I mean, for me, I think that he should do for this camp what he did in the last one when he fought Wilder. Bring in Lawrence Okoli. Tall, rangy, got power. Dylan will punch a hole through Wilder, absolutely. Remove his jaw. They don't expect huge pay-per-view numbers, yet pound is stronger than a dollar. Nah, yeah. But there again, the pay-per-view price in America is 3 times more expensive. Maybe 4 times. There's rumours that this fight could be $100 in America. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Hope Eddie makes Chisora versus Big Baby Miller. Well, Jaron Miller is going to be on the Wilder Fury undercard by looks of it that I've seen today. Okay. Fury's punching power is very underrated. It is underrated. That is for sure. We live in a world that all that matters is the money. Absolutely. That is the truth. Someone's been watching Tyson. Barry heard an Epstein's Black Book. Yeah, along with about another 1,000 people. It's just a contact book, isn't it? It's a nothing to look into. Minzy, all rivalries aside, I was pleased to see White giving fighting words to AJ in Saudi. Same? Yep. Yeah, definitely the same. The Frog King. If Fury loaded up on his shots, he would be as big as AJ and Wilder. He's called pillow fisted because he's immobile. This shouldn't be hard to understand. Yeah, I mean Fury does punch very hard, but because of his fighting style, he leaves himself open, and his fighting style shows that he's not confident that he can take a punch. And there's nothing wrong with that, He's adapted to suit. So, Motor City Cobra. Oh, sorry, to someone else. I apologise. How far off is Daniel Dubois to be able to take on AJ, Wilder, and Fury? Daniel Dubois is probably about a year or two away, I think. I know people want to see Daniel Dubois step up, but listen, I think that people need to be a bit patient with Daniel Dubois. Otherwise, he'll get pressured to be pushed too early and could get smoothed out. We don't want that. We want to be built correctly. I know that Joshua stepped up quickly, and people think Daniel Dubois should be, but let's not forget Joshua was an Olympian, and Daniel Dubois not. So, what do you think of Tyson Fury changing trainer? I don't know. I mean, I've never really been a big fan of Sugar Hill, so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe stylistically, it's probably perfect for Tyson. I don't know. In preparation for Wilder, it's a shame about Ben Davison, and unfortunately, we don't know the full truth of all that. But hopefully, these guys sort it out at some point. Yeah, I agree, Minzy. Yeah, about 2 years for Dubois to step up. Do you think Dean White should fight Ortiz to shut up Wilder fanboys or not bother? I don't think he should bother. I mean, Ortiz has lost 2 of his last 5 fights. He's irrelevant. He's totally irrelevant. Totally irrelevant. Povetkin, because he wants Povetkin, he's calling out Povetkin. If you look at it, Povetkin is a more credible opponent. Povetkin's got a far better resume than Ortiz, beating far better opposition. He's a former Olympic gold medalist. Ortiz never was. Former world heavyweight champion. Ortiz never was. And he's younger than Ortiz. So for me, Povetkin is a better opposition. And at the end of the day, they shouldn't be doing what the haters want them to do. You shouldn't be trying to shut up the haters. You should be trying to please the fans that you've got currently. That's how I see it. What do you think of Christian Mabili? I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him, to be truthful. I don't know who that is. Hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. Need more fights in Saudi. At least we don't have to wake up till 5 o'clock in the morning to watch it after a 12-hour shift. That is very true. Yeah, it's quite nice watching the Saudi card at a reasonable time of the day, wasn't it? You know, with the Anthony Joshua ring walk, walking to the ring about what was it, 8:30, 9 o'clock? That was all right. See, I don't mind that. Do you see Brook on Sky? Yeah, casual cucumber. I think that. I mean, Kell Brook. I don't know what he's got left. Hopefully a bit, because I've always been a massive fan of Kell Brook, but I think he's wasted too much time chasing the Amir Khan fight. To be honest with you. Um, Ray Perry says Spike will get knocked out in 2 rounds. Maybe, but I hope not. I mean, I'd love to see Spike get the win over Munguia. Odd Lad 32. Hello there. I'm a new boxing fan and a friend of Toby. Big up. He introduced me to you. He seems to know a lot about boxing, so I trust him that you're a great boxing YouTuber. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And welcome in, Odd Lad, and big up Toby. Big Boys Boxing. Decent heavyweight, 18-0, 17 knockouts, fighting Keith Barr on the Shields. Oh, okay. See, there you go. Big Boys Boxing. Everybody, make sure that you're clicking Big Boys Boxing. He knows pretty much everybody, every active heavyweight right now. He's my go-to man for heavyweight boxing news. So make sure you subscribe to him. Why does Joshua always have to be nice to these doctors? It's what sells, isn't it? It's just what sells. Fury needs to perform better than the first fight to win. Yeah, yeah. Um, if Tyson Fury's on it and he's fit and everything, he should do Wilder quite comfortably. But Wilder's always got that equaliser. Wilder has this habit of landing. You know, we can poke fun of his lack of skill set, but you know what? He's got some zip in those punches, isn't he? JT Games, yo, hope you're good, my man. Didn't AJ still sell out Madison Square Garden, even though it's in America? Yeah, he did. He did, and it was record sales in the first couple of hours as well for Madison Square Garden. Yeah, he did. Are you thinking about developing your channel to a point where you do podcasts with fighters? Be cool if you could got that voice. Thank you. Well, first of all, thank you very much. Yeah, I've done podcasts quite a few times. The last time I went live on here, I called up Dillian White, and Dillian White was on here for everyone to hear. I've done quite a few interviews. I've actually done the one I uploaded today with Steve Robinson. He's a 2-0 heavyweight. Big Boys Boxing. Check out Steve Robinson. He looks like Ivan Drago. I think that's how you'll like him. I think that was actually my 60th interview on his channel. 60. Yeah, I think it was 60. RC Taz, big up to you, my friend. Hey guys, optical illusion, but that guy on Tyson's right is huge. He seems it, doesn't he? He seems it, yeah. Yeah. If you're the guy that went live and death Otto Walling, we're talking about his power pin underrated. Yeah, I know you're getting that. Motor City Cobra. Fury needs some proper fighters for sparring, someone like Danny Williams. He needs tall opponents, though, doesn't he? He needs 6'7", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8" kind of guys, and ones with power, so he can get out of the way of it. The trouble is, with like these kind of prospects, because they're quite wet behind the ears, they could end up catching Tyson Fury in the wrong way and opening up that cut, in which case the fight's going to be off. So, I've had a theory that Dillian White turned down the AJ fight because he was on PEDs all the time. Do you think it's true? No, definitely not. He's WBC #1, so he gets VADA tested all the time. So definitely not. In fact, he gets VADA tested more than AJ. Wizard Sleeve, can't stand watching Fury, but I just can't see him losing to anybody as unskilled as a bronze bummer. Yeah, although I hope you're right though. Fury punches like Powerpuff. Tony predicts that Tyson will bash Wilder's eyes near closed and that will cause stoppage. Maybe, although Tyson has predicted that he's going to make Wilder quit in this fight. He's going to make him say no mass. That'd be interesting. Daniel gets sparked by AJ and Wilder. Right now he does, yeah. Right now he does. But in about a year or two, who knows? Tyson needs speedsters to throw combos in his camp, yeah. He needs better movement with his time than he did last time, yeah. I agree. Wilder working on more of a body game this time. If Wilder's working on the body work, then yeah, that's exactly what Wilder needs to do. I mean, how do you slow down a mover? Body shots. How do you rate Dubois' power? Same or more than AJ? It's hard to tell based on the opposition that he's fought. I mean, at the minute he's looking real good, isn't he? So as levels go up, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, his power is looking pretty damn good. I mean that knockout of Fujimoto was nasty, wasn't it? Put that boy to sleep. Big boys boxing. Herkovic can sort Dubois out. Herkovic, yeah. I think Herkovic could be the real deal already. Could be the real deal. Herkovic is like a Vitaly Klitschko. He really is. It's all about Sugar Ray. Yes, it is. Dylan, Triple D is the future of heavyweights. Takes your time. You can see him getting better every fight. I agree. He is getting better. Abdul, what's up? Did you hear that a deal has been reached for Joshua vs. Pulev by January 31st? Yes. I did a video on it this morning, so go check it out. Crawford ignorant for saying Porter means nothing for him. Crawford saying that because Sean Porter is one of his good friends, but I mean for me it's an interesting fight. But to be real, Porter lost his last fight. I mean I had him beaten Spence to be honest with you, but on paper he lost his last fight, and he's not ranked in the WBO either. So Terence Crawford can't fight him anyway. Because for Terence Crawford to fight anyone, they have to be ranked in the top 15 of the WBO, and Sean Porter's not. I think AJ was better under Sims and Rob. It's hard to say, isn't it? Because under Sims, this is when Joshua was fighting prospects and journeymen at that point, so it's difficult to say, isn't it? Difficult to say. Povetkin is a G. Povetkin is good. Excellent resume. First like button done. Big up, well done. This guy, what's up? Coluccio, hey, what's up? Hope you're good. Somebody had definitely asked this before, but are AJ flying into Spa? He is in Barbados at the minute, so hopefully he goes over to see Tyson Fury and spends a couple of days with him, give him a bit of help with sparring. It'd be nice if Joshua had done that, you know, bring together the Avengers squad. Shawcross. Joseph Parker said today he is the number one, followed by Fury. What do you think about Usyk versus Parker? Yeah, so Parker's saying that he's number one. Yes, he is number one in the WBO because Usyk is mandatory. Then it's Joseph Parker. Tyson Fury was there in number two position, but he's been moved over because he's getting a WBC title shot. But then it's going to be Adam Kaunaki and then Ajit Kabiel. So at the minute, if the WBO does become vacant, could be Usyk versus Parker, which is a very interesting fight. Love the fight. Love the time of Saudi fight done by 11. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I mean, for me, I love the fact that we didn't have to wait up till 6 o'clock in the morning to watch it. I really do. And for the fact I didn't have to do a live stream on Anthony Joshua at 5 o'clock in the morning, going mad because because he jumped on Andy Ruiz before he was ready. Who are the sparring partners? Echo falls on his own leg. The sparring partners are. Let me open it again. So on Tyson Fury's left-hand side, as in the middle of the picture, you've got David Adelaide. He's the new Frank Warren signing. He's 1-0 at heavyweight with one stoppage. He's 22 years old. The other guy is Another British guy in George Fox. He's 27 years old and 3-0. No stoppages though. And the other one is an American, Jared Anderson, aged 20 years old, and he's 2-0 with 2 knockouts. Okay. Okay. He's a middleweight with 16 fights, 15 KOs. Okay. We'd like to see him step up with a big load because he's no journeyman. Well, 16 fights and 15 knockouts is doing pretty good then. Doing pretty good. Where's he from? Christian Mobili. Christian Mobili. Okay, I'll take a look at him. Nick Harmer. What do you think of Josh Taylor facing the IBF mandatory before meeting Ramirez? You see, the IBF, they always put like these obscure fighters in there, and they're usually like Eastern European kind of guys that we've never heard of. That doesn't mean that they're no good, it just means that we haven't heard of them. So the IBF mandatories are always filled with fighters we've never heard of. So for me, I have no idea who that guy is. And big up to Nick Harmer, by the way. He's a channel member. If anybody else wants to become a channel member, link in the description box of this video. Just open it up and you'll see a link. And to the merchandise as well, that's it. Aaron, if Wilder wasn't holding the WBC belt ransom, what number do you think Wilder would rank in the current heavyweight division lineup? I don't know. It's difficult to say. I mean, for me, I think that there's quite a few fighters out there that if he fought them, Wilder would lose. But equally, he has a chance of stopping anyone. So I don't know. I mean, he'd be in the top 10 for sure. 60 interviews, no messing about. Yeah, well, that's 60 interviews in 2.5 years. Yeah, since the first one. My very first interview was Dillian White. That was 2.5 years ago. Yeah. Although Dillian has featured on my channel more than any other fighter as well. Followed by Dave Allen and Joe Laws, I think, and Eddie Hearn. Yeah. Although 60 interviews is quite a lot, considering that I always said in the beginning I weren't going to do them because I wasn't interested. So yeah, it is actually quite a lot. Phone Dave Allen, just say hi. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I would, but it's midnight. He's probably sleeping because he's in camp at the minute. So. Who has Fury had in camp to spar? Yeah, so 3 guys on the screen right there. So you got 2 Brits and an American. All 3 of them are prospects. But as you can see, they're all quite tall. And David Adelaide, which is on the left, so middle of the screen, just above the flashing, with the dark shorts and dark top. David Adelaide, he's a new Frank Warren signing. British guy. Wilder can't work the body, he never has. Yeah, I agree. He's not that good with body work, but I mean, if he's just learning to do it now, that's a bit worrying, isn't it? At 44 fights. But listen, I mean, if he gets Tyson Fury in a clinch and starts throwing the body shots, good for him. Blue Blood said that Chisora will beat Usyk, which I really hope so, considering he's my favourite fighter. But now that means that Chisora might get a cult following, not proper fans. I know what you mean. I mean, Chisora, he's one of those Marmite kind of fighters, isn't he? Either you love him or you hate him. He's one of those kind of guys, isn't he? Sonny D, what's up? Levels and levels, absolutely. Dean should stop following Big Doss or Wilder and settle for the other sanctioning bodies. Well, because he's WBC interim world heavyweight champion, he can't be ranked by the other sanctioning bodies. So WBC is the only route he can go at the minute. Oh, and what? I think Fury won't go for body, can see him doing the same as the first fight. Too one-dimensional of a boxer. Wilder, you mean? Sorry, yeah. What's the calling number? I haven't set that one up yet. I haven't set up. I'm looking to do like some kind of call-in. I'm gonna see how I can do it. Um, as into like a setup, like a Skype kind of one. So yeah, big boys boxing. You know how to do this. I have to give you a call, mate, and we'll get that set up. Wilder is on the box of us now. He's getting ripped up. Yeah. I don't watch that channel anyway, so they can get Wilder on all they like. I've got no interest in listening to Wilder talk. Teams should walked. I haven't heard that one, to be honest. I haven't heard it. Yeah, Owen. Yeah. I thought you meant Wilder. Big boys boxing. Wilder missing being face to face with Fury to avoid getting emotionally and end up headhunting the fight like last time. Yeah. If Wilder can do what his corner tells him, he will stop Fury. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Didn't his Mark Breland, didn't he walk out before the end of the fight because Wilder just wasn't listening? I'm sure I heard that because in the first fight he just wasn't listening, and he was just trying to go for the knockout all the time, and because Fury was moving around all the time, he just couldn't do it. So yeah, you could be right there. hmm You agree that Tyson should try to knock out Wilder sensibly? If the opportunity arises, of course. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he had him wobbled in round number two or round number three, and he didn't jump on it. And then by the time that Wilder was knackered and out on his feet in round number 12, after Tyson got dropped, Tyson was too tired to finish him off. So yeah, but at the same time, you know, he could leave himself open to get counterpunched by Wilder as well. So AJ and his anxiety. Do you need to mention it? Yeah, I think he's doing it. You see, I've noticed with AJ is that he does a lot of things like he he said like a lot of things that may help other people. So obviously, there's like a lot of guys and girls coming through as amateurs and things like that, and they're all getting nervous before fights. Because remember, he trains at the GB boxing gym in Sheffield, so a lot of them get like a pre-fight nerves and what have you. So I think he's saying that, well, I get nervous too. So he's pretty much telling them, well, if I get nervous and I'm world heavyweight champion, it's okay if you do. I think that's why he's doing it, to be honest. Uh, Ray, talking about the drug testing, how much confidence does the WBC have in VADA testing if they ignore testing results of VADA on Dillian and temporary? Yeah, exactly. But for me, the whole thing was a setup. The whole thing was a setup. At some point, I'll do a video on it because there's certain things about that whole situation that really disturbed me with regards to the WBC, the British Boxing Board of Control, and UKAD. So. Uh, it would be great if AJ goes to. Sorry. Okay, sorry. You're talking about AJ and Fury. I really hope AJ goes to the USA to knock Fury out. Yeah, but if that happens, then we're never going to see the fight on pay per view. So for me, I want to see the fight. Absolutely correct. This guy, everyone does on a ring walk. I mean, especially when there's like 80 to 90,000 people watching you in the arena, knowing that there's millions around the world. I mean, how much pressure could there possibly be? You know. Raymond, what's up? Hope you're good. Long time no speak. Congratulations on all the subscribers. I remember when you was on 3,000. Wow. 3,000, that was, what was on 3,000? 2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, 2 years. Just over 2 years ago. It's on 3,000. Yeah, time has flown. Time has flown. Who wins out of Dubois and Joyce? I've got Dubois, however you spell it. I think Dubois beats Joyce. But, I don't know, there's something about Joyce. We haven't seen the best of him yet. I know he seems slow, but he's actually a bit faster than I think people realise. But Dan Dubois, he's still a bit wet behind the ears, so I know that's a tough one. Really tough one. Anyway, I mean, I only came on here just to do this video about Tyson Fury's sparring partners. I haven't planned on being here this long. Is Tyson AJ happening? I can't see it happening due to AJ having commitments, although I'd love to know if they're working together. Yeah. But what kind of working commitments could AJ possibly have that he couldn't spare a bit of time? I mean, if he's over there in Barbados having a holiday, just extend your holiday and go help Tyson out, or cut it short by a couple of days, you know? And even when he comes back to the UK, what kind of commitments would he possibly have? The odd meeting here and there with some of his sponsors or whatever, or some photo shoots, just postpone them for a bit, you know? GB Boxing, Joshua didn't have anxiety before he got dropped and when he nearly wiped Ruiz out. Nah, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure one day we'll all find out for sure what's going on or what happened. Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News, big up to you, my friend. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. We all want to see AJ versus Fury at Wembley. Yes, we do. Nathan Reed, Wilder knocks out Fury, then White, then AJ knocks him out. I hope you're wrong. Because I hope Fury beats Wilder. and if Fury doesn't beat Wilder, I hope White beats Wilder. If that don't happen, then I want AJ to beat Wilder. But for me, if he's going to run the gauntlet of those three, he ain't coming out the other side. If he does, big props to him, you know. Why do you think Errol Spence hasn't been stripped yet? I'm really not sure what's happening with that situation, to be honest. But if he's coming back soon, there's no real need to strip him. Because I don't think the WBC mandatory's been called yet, has it? So, although I don't know about the IBF, I'm not sure actually. I don't think AJ can knock out Wilder or beat Wilder. Just under Rob's guidance, I think he will need Angel and Sims in the camp. I think that's they will be in the camp anyway. I think Angel Fernandez. I think that he'll be around anyway. So. Although I heard that isn't he training Ahara Davis now? I'm sure he just signed him up. Didn't Sims chat crap about it? I don't know, to be honest. I don't remember him doing it. Maybe he did, I don't know. Which era do you think the heavyweight division was the strongest? The 60s, 70s, and 90s come to mind for the best decade. I honestly go with the 90s because the title changed hands so many times. Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about the 60s and 70s. I mean, Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News is probably the best person to ask about that. But I mean, of what I know of them, I'd probably have to say for heavyweight, 90s. Yeah, 90s. Because obviously you got like the Lennox Lewis kind of era and the Mike Tyson and Van Holyfield, all that kind of stuff. So, what kind of. Sweet Pea the best. What's up? Hope you're good. Yeah, that's a good point, Ricardo. Yeah, the Ali era, because no one ducked each other. They did. I mean, even George Foreman said that he did. Just that we never really got to hear about it because remember, social media wasn't about back then. Yeah, Fury's the top. Lennox stuck Tyson for the longest time before he's seen an opportunity. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, again, you see, Lennox used to always talk about how he wanted Mike Tyson, but of course the fight didn't happen until the end of their careers. It's a shame Lewis and Bo didn't happen. Wilder has a bomber punch, Tyson is a boxer. Come back to me, as Dillian is my guy. Big up, Sweet Pea. Dylan's my guy too. As an AJ fan, I think AJ says way too much, to be honest with you. I think there's things he should keep to himself. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean about that one. I know what you mean. You all, Daniel? You go for it, bro. You go for it. Your views on Dillian? Dillion's a quality guy. Dillion is Dillion is the guy that I know a lot of people overlook. Well, in fact, they've always overlooked Dillion, but Dillion could legitimately beat any of the top guys. Legitimately knock each and every one of them out. He could, but ultimately, how do we know until we see the fight? But so far, Dillion has always proven me correct. Always proven me correct. So big up the body snatcher. Do you think AJ should stay 16 stone or get heavier if he fights Usyk? He needs to be on his feet, mobile. So this new AJ that we've seen against Ruiz, he needs to do that against Usyk. Against Pulev, no. Against Pulev, take it to Pulev and take his head off. Yeah. TMY, do you think AJ should... Oh, sorry, I've already said that. Okay, that's for someone else. That's for Supernaturals Unrivaled. Tyson and AJ at Wembley is never going to happen. Well, I hope it does. I hope it does. Or AJ White at Wembley, or White and Fury at Wembley. Whichever. I'm cool with all those. Hit the like, guys. Big plans, little drive. Hope you're good. James, hello to you too. Hope you're good. David Woods, can somebody explain to me why Fury is number 1 and Wilder is number 2? Fury holds the invisible belt and Wilder holds the corruption belt. AJ has better resume and that's just a Ring Magazine. That's all that one is. Ring Magazine. They're doing it because they're tired of their belt being vacant. So they're keeping Fury at number 1 and Wilder at number 2 so they can put the belt on the line. Okay. They want somebody to hold that belt, as Undisputed isn't going to happen for quite some time. And they just want their belt around somebody's waist. They've had enough now. Do they really think that's number 1, number 2? No, they don't. Why no promotion? Well, they've just started now. On Monday, they're going to have the first press conference for Wilder Fury on Monday in Los Angeles. Okay. Right, you guys talking about the 70s era? Cool. Do you agree that Fury undermines his skill and talent by consistently coming out with crazy statements or acting the clown? It's just bravado, isn't it? It's selling tickets. It gets people talking about it. That's all it is. I mean, behind closed doors, apparently he's actually like really, really quiet and down to earth and laid back, chilled. But you put a camera in front of him, the actor comes out, you know. Tyson ducked Holyfield in '84 after the spar. Yeah, I heard that Tyson wasn't too keen on the Evander Holyfield fight, but Holyfield wanted Tyson for a long, long time. Do you think Wilder will come in heavier than the first fight? Yeah, I do. I really do. If he doesn't, it'd be a mistake. I know that much. Wilder versus Fury for the undisputed AJ ducking belt. Get out of it. Sorry. Right. Hi, hope Dillian fights Miller. Yeah, that'd be an interesting fight one day, especially the build up. Let's go, baby, let's go. Please debate Joyce versus Dubois. Yeah, I think quite a few people have been talking about that one. For me, I think that Joyce, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest, and I don't think we'll see the fight until the end of the year. I could be wrong though. James says he hopes Miller never fights again. You sound like you've got a cold. No, what it is that I mean, first of all, I'm laying down, and my phone's on charge, which is at the back of the sofa. So when I'm talking, obviously I'm reading the chat, and it's on my phone. So my face is facing the wall with my back of my head against the computer at the minute, because my phone has a more up to date chat than what the computer does. Although maybe I've got a cold coming. Who knows? Yorkie Elliott, big up to you. Okay, what you guys talk about the 70s, cool. Do we know what happened during Tyson and AJ spar in the past? Tyson gave a few feedback, a few in-depth footage probably out. There's no footage of the Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua sparring, but there's quite a few accounts of what happened. where Anthony Joshua, he beat up Tyson Fury in the first round. Number two, or the second round was pretty much even. Then third round, Tyson Fury got on top of him. So yeah, they only had 3 rounds. That's all we know about. I think Ortiz is overhyped. Yes, I do. Wilder Fury is 1 and 2, and I think most people think it. I'm not too sure people do, but who knows? Yeah, I am late. I mean, I was only doing this live stream just to do this video about Tyson Fury sparring partners. I wasn't planning on being here that long, so I'm actually going to get off in a minute. Because I'm actually pretty tired today. By the way, I'm presuming that you guys have seen all 3 of the videos that I've uploaded today, yeah? Hang on a minute. No, 4 videos I've uploaded today. And you're all subscribed, yes? You're all subscribed? Yes. Can Fury plant his feet and KO Wilder? He can. I don't know whether or not he will. I mean, Fury can knock out Wilder because Wilder isn't great around the whiskers. He don't like it around the whiskers. So he could stop Wilder, but he's going to have to put himself in danger in order to do it. I think that AJ sparring Fury is all about publicity. I don't really think AJ needs publicity off Fury, and I don't really think Fury needs publicity off AJ. I think that I think it could happen. It could happen. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. I've just seen your next bit. Publicity, just sell more tickets for when they do fight. Yeah. From that angle, sure. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I bet this stream is about to end. Other live streams I joined too. Well, make sure you hit that subscribe button and maybe that live stream stays open a bit longer. Mr. Mufter Tough, he says Joyce. Bring up to Joyce. Ortiz is at least 49 years old, vastly overrated. I agree. Yorkie Elliott, I hope Dan Dubois and Joe Joyce never fight each other for the title because it will be one of the quietest. Yeah, it will be. It'll be a very, very subdued press conference, wouldn't it? Frank Warren will have to take it over and Sam Jones, won't they? JPK World, what's up? Oof. I do apologise, I'm getting tired. midnight. Been a long day, been up really early this morning. Matt, unlikely, but I imagine if AJ vs Pulev was on BT due to purse bid. Yeah, it could happen. Could happen. Yeah. If Bob Arum wins the purse bid, yeah, it could happen. Which is the only time that Joshua can actually fight on BT Sport. If is against a mandatory after he loses the purse bid. That's the only time he can fight on BT Sport where he can't be sued by Sky Sports. Wilder ain't gonna underestimate Fury this time. Reckon he's training hard. A good boxer should always be a puncher. Yep. Fury's good enough boxer. That is the question. Well, that's the thing. We don't know how good Fury is right now. We don't know. We just don't know. He looked good against Tom Schwartz, but we expected him to. He looked awful against Otto Wallin, but we kind of know the reason why. I mean, that cut just set everything off. And against Wilder, again, we don't know how good Wilder is because Wilder has never beaten anybody of any great note. So, but there again, all will be told in the rematch. Yeah, Fury was full of praise for AJ after that spar. He was. You are correct. I will say, yep. You're subscribed. Big up. Big up to each and every one of you for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Big up, Daniel. Okay, you've been subscribed for over a year. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Well, time's gone really quick, hasn't it? I mean, I've only been doing this 3 years. Time's gone really quick. Really quick. I feel like a lot's happened. And I feel like I've aged a little bit as well. I do. Boxing is taking its toll, I tell you. It is. How many people think Fury will win? I'm a Fury fan. From Robert Harrison. Yeah, I think Fury's going to win. I really do think he's going to win. But hopefully he hasn't been distracted by this book promotions and singing the songs and the WWE and all this kind of stuff. Hopefully he hasn't been distracted too much. Your favourite middleweight? Who's my favourite middleweight? I know I like quite a few of them. I still kind of class Billy Joe as a middleweight. I know he's WBO super middleweight champion, but I still kind of class Billy Joe as middleweight. Canelo, of course, I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of Triple G as well. Um, Jamal Charlo, of course, but Charlo needs to start stepping up. This year, he needs to step up this year. And him fighting Chris Eubank Jr., again, I like Chris Eubank Jr. That'd be an interesting fight, Charlo versus Eubank Jr. Yeah, just any of those names. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, there's quite a few, but are they well beat just yet? Yeah, maybe not just yet for some of them that I like. Around the whiskers, you like that one? Yeah, yeah, definitely, Raymond. I do need to get some sleep. 20 past midnight. Definitely do. Whoa, you're at work at 6 o'clock. Damn. Yeah, you need to be getting yourself some sleep, bro. I mean, I've been up since uh 7:30 this morning. Well, 7:35 is when my alarm went off. Hey, Nick Armour, big up to you. Big up to you. Now, Nick Armour, he's a channel member, and if anybody else wants to be a channel member, so you get all our extra perks here on this channel, in the live chat on the comment section, you'll find it in the description box. Find a link to become a channel member. Fury ain't beating Wilder this time. You might be right, but I hope you're wrong. Henry, what's up? When's AJ's next fight? AJ's next fight, I believe, will be the first or second week of May against Pulev. Zappa's moustache. It's going to be real hard to recreate a Wilder sparring partner. In some ways, that's why last time when he fought, when he had Lawrence Okoli in for sparring, that was good preparation for a Wilder. Tall, gangly, unpredictable, crazy reach, and good power. Lawrence Okoli was a good sparring partner for preparation for Wilder. Really was. But basically, I mean, anybody who's tall, who can punch a bit, and has very limited skill, and just does unpredictable things in the ring, that's pretty much Wilder in a nutshell. Who wins, Joyce or Dubois? Quiet press conference, but would be expect a good scrap. I think it'd be a decent scrap, yeah. I think it'd be an interesting fight. Although I think the first couple of rounds, both these guys would be quite nervous of each other. And I would expect it to be almost a boxing match rather than a brawl. I, I would expect, yeah, I think it'd be a pretty boring fight to start with. And as the rounds go on, it'll get more and more interesting. Jedi Master, big up. The best thing that could happen for boxing is Fury scoring Wilder, rope-a-dope for 6 rounds, and then knocking him out in the last 3 rounds. Yeah, yeah, but I mean, Fury rope-a-doping while he can do it, if he ends up getting clipped by a Wilder, it could be good night. Because again, Fury, you know, yes, he keeps getting up, but again, he don't like it on the whiskers either. You know, he gets clipped on the chin, he goes down. At some point, he may not get back up again. So he doesn't want to dance with death. You know, just keep Wilder at range, just jab his head off all night. Because the Fury's got a longer reach than Wilder, or I think he does. I don't know. And whenever they get closer in the clinch, Tyson Fury just put the weight on Wilder's legs, you know, swing off his neck. Matt Lampkin, I remember once hearing Fury say he would retire if he ever lost. Do you think he would if he loses to Wilder? No. If he loses this fight, no. I mean, ultimately, so you got to remember this fight between Wilder and Fury actually isn't that important. It's the one after it that's the important one because that's the one who walks away from the fights with the belt. As in, they can go and do whatever. They don't have to fight each other again because whoever wins this fight, in theory, it kind of doesn't matter other than bragging rights because they're going to do it again anyway in September. So, but after September, whoever wins that fight is the one who walks away with the WBC belt. So. All right, Daniel, take care, my man. Thank you very much for popping in. I do appreciate it, brother. Kojo, what's that? First, you don't want you. Blah, blah. Sorry, I'm all tongue twisted. First, you don't want White to Ortiz because it's a bigger threat for him to lose. And you're a hater. You said you want everybody to beat Wilder, and you hid it through boxing. Why hate on someone who's gifted? I didn't quite understand what you're talking about. Yeah, but okay. Raymond, subscribe. I check out Sport Icons pretty much 2-3 times a day. Big up to you. Nice. Great insight to our daily occurrences in the boxing communities with the source in the description box below. Big up. There you go. There you go. I said, if anybody wants to be a channel member and get all the perks on the screen, like quite a few guys in the chat already have, you get emojis and stickers and all that kind of stuff. Become a channel member. There's a few of us, and the channel members as well. The advanced channel members get some interviews 24 hours in advance as well. The Supernaturals. If the Fury somehow ended in a draw again, would you bother watching the third? I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think the best thing that could possibly happen for boxing in this one and for Wilder would be if Fury beats Wilder February 22nd, then the third fight will be huge, absolutely huge. Because if Fury manages to beat Wilder on February 22nd, when they rematch again in September, that fight could potentially outdo Joshua Ruiz, the rematch, because of it. But if Wilder beats Fury on February 22nd, most people probably won't bother with the third one. It's like, well, what's the point? Fury's just not ready. You know, all that time off actually did take its toll on him in the end. So, big up BK. That is true, Jedi Master. The less you get hit, the longer you last. Absolutely correct. Jethro66, Icons, thanks for the White interview. Hope to see a Hearn interview soon. Yeah. I mean, I'll get Eddie on the channel soon enough. Of course, no problem. I mean, I've still got loads of interviews to do. I really do have to get cracking on it. I really do. I've got so many interviews that I'm supposed to be doing that I've promised fighters, and I just haven't got around to doing them yet. So many of them. Matt Lampkin, what do you think of Dennis McCann? Dennis McCann? Yeah. Dennis McCann's looking pretty cool. I think that I mean, there's so many prospects though. There's so many. It's actually difficult to keep control. Boxing has taken on a new life of its own lately, and there's so many different fighters and that coming through. I mean, Hopey Price again, he's one of them. I know there's absolutely loads and loads of them. Obviously, up here in Newcastle, there's loads of them, and as time goes on, you guys will hear about them. I'll make sure of it. But yeah, so many prospects, and big ups to McCann. Roy P, another channel member. Hope you're good, my man. Roman, could you say your top 5 heavyweights in order and why? I don't really. In order? No, I don't know. In order. As far as best goes, I don't know. I mean, I can only really base it on resume, to be honest with you. Resume. On resume, I'd have to put AJ number 1, then Dylan White, No, then Dylan White and Povetkin joint. Then Tyson Fury, based on the fact that he's defeated Vladimir Klitschko. While I think that Dylan White has a better resume than Tyson Fury, Tyson Fury does have a Vladimir Klitschko, which is that one fight is better than anyone currently on Dylan White's resume. Purely because Vladimir Klitschko is a legend, of course. But overall, I think that Dylan White has beaten better opposition and more of them. So that's why. And then in fifth place, probably Parker. To be honest with you, Joseph Parker. Do you think we will ever see the Triple G trilogy with Canelo? Yes, I do. I think we'll see it in September. That's what I think will happen. You're making excuses for Wilder. Ortiz is better. I'm not making excuses for Wilder. I'm saying Wilder fought an old Ortiz. I'm not making excuses for Wilder. Ortiz is better fighter than Ruiz and the two fights from Fury. Based on what? Who's Ortiz beat? When you can tell me who Luis Ortiz is beaten, we can have this conversation. But who has Luis Ortiz beaten who's good? Please tell me. Triple G is your favourite fight? Right, I need to get moving on with this chat. I'm way behind. Oh, super chat. Big up to you. It's JG. Hope you're good. Hey, good job with all the great videos you do. You know your boxing. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Much appreciated. And again, thank you very much for watching all the videos. You know, I do try and you see, when I do my videos, I do tend to think about the people who are just getting into boxing. So while some things are obvious to me and many other people about boxing, they're not obvious for other people, which is why I never get mad when people ask, why is Anthony Joshua not ranked in the WBC? It's an obvious answer, but everyone starts from somewhere. So yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. So again, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Actually, let me add you as a moderator while we're here. Yeah, there you go. You're a moderator now. JG. Uh, Warren Jackson. What's happening, you big dosser? Hope you're good. Is Miller on the undercard? Apparently, yeah. Yeah. Actually, let me turn this around now. I've got 81% charge on my phone, so I can get a little bit closer to the computer now. God, my left arm was getting numb there. Yeah, apparently Miller's going to be on the undercard for Wilder Fury. Against who? I know, probably a journeyman. You see, Bob Arum, he can't get good fights. That's the problem. You see, this is why he's got Kubrat Pulev, where Kubrat Pulev is all about, fighting the Bogdan Dinus of the world and fighting the Rydell Bookers and that, which is just ridiculous. So I would imagine Big Baby Jaron Miller, he'll fight an absolute waste man. Guarantee it. Fury gonna rope a dope? Who's going to be Buddy Joe Saunders' next opponent, and does he win? I think his next opponent will be Canelo. Honestly, I think that his next opponent will be Canelo. And I hope so. Best place to spar for Wilder is outside a club, closing time with women swinging handbags. You're probably right there. You're probably right. Callie Sowland, what's up? You just met a Korean bird. Big up to the Korean birds. I mean, Triple G's chin is phenomenal, though, isn't it? It's really good. Really, really good. But so is Canelo's, you know. Billy Joe, we haven't seen yet. Actually, has Billy Joe ever hit the canvas? I don't think he has he? I don't think I've ever seen Billy Joe dropped. He may have done. He may have done. Stuart Hopkins. Hunter Chitaga Parker if he doesn't rematch Povetkin. Dillian White should fight Wallin, then the winner of those two, as in Wilder Fury. Yeah, I like that plan. I do like that plan. Yeah, yeah. I mean, why not Hunter versus Parker, Usyk versus Chisora, then the winners of those two fights fight each other for the vacant WBO World Heavyweight title. Then the winner of that title then goes and fights AJ for the unification. I like that plan. Nick Harmer. Charlo needs to fight some real middleweights. Taking on light middleweights and fighting against pugs coming off a loss ain't good enough. Absolutely correct. I want 2020 to be the year of the Charlos. I want 2020 to be a year where, even if they take a loss or something, that's fine. But I want to see them fight good fighters. You know, that's all I want. I want to see how good the Charlos are, especially Jamal. I want to see how good he is. I believe he could be the real deal, but it's time to see it. Matt, George doesn't move his head enough, which wouldn't be good enough against Dubois. You're probably right about that. You are probably right. I think that Joe Joyce, he don't mind blocking shots with his face, does he? And Darren Dubois is not the kind of guy you need to be dropping or blocking punches with your face with. It really isn't. Who wins, Manny Pacquiao or Terence Bud Crawford? Right now, I'd probably say Terence Crawford. A couple of years ago, I'll probably have to say Manny Pacquiao. But hey, listen, two fantastic fighters, both of them multi-weight world champions. It's a real tricky fight, that one. But I think Manny Pacquiao is a bit too old now. But hey, listen, you know, he had an excellent win over Keith Thurman and what have you. So yeah, Manny Pacquiao is looking pretty good. And of course, we got a victory over Adrian Broner. But Adrian Broner, he's pretty much a gatekeeper now, unfortunately. Uh, yeah, exactly, Toby. A lot of the Wilder fans do seem to think Dillian White's some kind of journeyman or gatekeeper. That's ridiculous. You know, his resume is outstanding. His resume is real good, and he never ducks fights. Never ducks fights. I know some people seem to think that he does, but trust me, there are reasons behind certain things, and it ain't because he ain't interested in the fight. He is. Yeah. I mean, Wilder does have some pretty good fans. Yeah, he does have some good fans. He does. He does. Unfortunately, it's the race baiters. They're the ones who ruin it for everybody else. You know. Wilder's got the legs of a newborn good giraffe. Okay, you're an amateur now. In a few years, you're going to be making videos about me. I hope so. I hope so. And good luck to you. Good luck to you. And if you make it big and become famous, then make sure to hit me up and we'll get some interviews done. Hey, Henry, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Affley, why didn't White take the WBC to court for breaching of the contract, moving it made for mate? Yeah, well, I think they're still waiting for a resolution. They're still going through something at the minute. So we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. I think that the WBC are waiting to see how Wilder Fury 2 comes out. In my opinion, there is something underhanded going on between the WBC, British Box Border Control, and UKAD. I don't know it. I just feel that there's something going on where they deliberately, or somebody along the lines, deliberately sabotaged Dillian White. Parker's new nickname should be Black Widow or Spider-Man due to his spider bite. All right, Raymond, you take care, my man. Hey, it is all about charity. That's exactly what it is about. Duchenne charity. How old is Pulev? Pulev is 38 years old. So Pulev is 1 year younger than Povetkin, 2 years younger than Ortiz. Adam, hey, what's up? What's your first name? Hard to call you sport and icons. Coming in from Canada. Hey, big up Canada. My neighbour, or my now former neighbour, as of about 3 or 4 weeks ago, he moved to Canada. He did. To do some truck driving, and he's been doing some training in the snow. Apparently, you guys in Canada get some serious snow. And as for my name, listen, my wife even calls me Sporting now. Yeah, my name is Sport and Icons, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Icons. Do you think Saunders beats Canelo? It's a tall order. He can beat Canelo, that's for sure. He can do it, but Saunders didn't look good in his last fight. Let's be honest, he didn't look good at all. He really didn't. Mr. H Money or H Money, Mr. DAZN. Hope you're good, my man. Again, another channel member right there. Big up to you, H Money. Hope you're good. Canelo says he likes the Saunders fight. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully the fight gets made, eh? Have you all clicked that thumbs up button? Yes? And subscribed? I'm sure you have. I appreciate it. Actually, let's have a look. We got, yeah, there we go. Yeah, a few of you guys have subscribed. I do appreciate it. I've just seen it. So big up. He certainly will. FI5H. He certainly will. I think that Billy Joe Saunders is one of these guys where I think you see the best of Billy Joe as the competition grows. As he fights better competition, you'll see a better Billy Joe. But Billy Joe needs to stay active as well. Okay, what's that about? Oh, okay. He's 38, yeah. He is. Salute, Dragon's Leg. What's up? Hope you're good. Cool name, by the way, Dragon's Leg. Dragon Leg. Sport and icons for life. Indeed you do, H Money. Indeed you do. By the way, everyone go check out H Money Mr. DAZN's channel as well. Big up to my channel members right there. If anybody else wants to be a channel member, the link is in the description box. So open up that description box and you shall see channel member. And you guys get to have all the perks that you're seeing some of the guys have in the chat right now with the emojis and all sides. Actually, channel members, why don't you show everybody how you use the emojis? Show them all how you do it. How likely is Khan versus Brook to happen this year on a scale to 1 to 10? 10 likely, 0 unlikely. I think a 2 or a 3. I really do think a 2 or a 3. I think Amir Khan, he wants to be having some fights in Saudi Arabia, and Amir Khan and Kell Brook has had enough now, and Kell Brook just wants that rematch with Errol Spence. That's how I think it's all going to go. Agree with Povetkin and Parker on a joint third. Yeah, Povetkin got me a good win. Oh, you did? Oh, big up to you, Roy. Yeah. That was a very close fight, wasn't it? Povetkin Hunter. That was a real close fight. I mean, when I was watching it live, while I wasn't quite scoring the fight, I felt that Hunter won the fight. So when they gave it a draw, I was a little bit surprised. But I think a lot of people agree that it was a draw, so I ain't going to argue with it. So, yeah. Adam Johnson, who wins? Davis versus Garcia. Who is dodging who? Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. Tank Davis does as he's told. Okay, unfortunately, he's turned out to be a bit of a PBC puppet for Leonard Ellerby and Floyd Mayweather, which is a shame because I think Tank Davis is such a unique talent. He's such a talent. Whereas Ryan Garcia, again, he's another exceptional talent, but I don't know whether or not Ryan Garcia is ready for a Tank Davis. If Tank Davis is on form, Ryan Garcia could be in a whole world of trouble. But again, Ryan Garcia, as I said before, he's an exceptional talent. Would not be surprised if he beats Tank Davis. Adam, I'm going to call you Reggie the Brit, Icons, if you don't want. That's all right. No worries, you can call me Reggie. Call me Ronnie as well, if you like. Whichever. Ronnie and Reggie. Dragon Leg. Adrian Broner needs to move down to 140, get some win on his record. Adrian Broner can no longer improve because he's so delusional that he actually thinks he's winning the fights that he's losing. And that's worrying. So if you believe that you're winning the fights and you're getting screwed by the judges, he ain't going to improve. He really ain't. It's a shame because Adrian Broner, again, once upon a time, I mean, what a fantastic fighter. Now I think his lifestyle's got on top of him. Aaron, are the rumours about Kelly Sowland going to rehab during the Christmas period true? I have absolutely no idea whatsoever. No idea. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know whether or not he's been taking gear and that. I know he does like all the facial expressions and what have you. But again, I mean, he may just have that kind of that nervous kind of twitch. You know what I mean? Some people just pull faces for no reason, you know? Why do you think Broner Malinarji's side piece is up to nowadays? No idea. Daryl Alexander, hope you're good, my man. Hope you're good. What's going on? Who do you think that drug cheat Big Baby Miller will draw for his fight and his comeback for Wilder Fury 2? I think he's probably going to end up fighting a Bermain Stiverne, something like that. That's what I think he'll end up doing. Or maybe a Chris Arreola, maybe. That could be like an ESPN first PBC kind of, or Top Rank first PBC kind of thing. So, yeah. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's Bermain Stiverne, as these guys have got a bit of needle anyway. And it'd be a pretty easy fight to make. So, yeah. Tell your friends the winters are mild in South Alberta and British. Oh, okay. Oh, really? Oh, nice. I know. He was saying that he's doing some like a long distance lorry driving, and he's been doing some bits and bobs on the snow because you guys get some insane snow compared to what we get in the UK over there. Yo, the Boxing Icons. Hope you're good. Hope you're good, my man. Again, another channel member. So big up to the Boxing Icons. Excellent name, by the way. Excellent name. Again, anybody wants to be a channel member? Link in the description box. The Boxing Icons is showing you some of the emojis that you can do if you become a channel member. Yeah, I really think super middleweight is the wrong weight for Saunders. Yeah, could well be, because he didn't look great, did he? In fact, he hasn't looked great in his last couple of fights. So maybe going down to middleweight and losing those 8 pounds may actually help. But there again, he is getting on a bit. Kelly Southland, I've lost the twitch. JPK World, all good, thank you. Hope you are too, my friend. Hope you're all good. We should call you SI, as in Sporting Icons. If you're cool with that, no worries, you call me SI. No problemo. Call me Sporting, call me Mr. Icons, call me SI, call me Dumbass Brit if you like. It makes no difference. Just as long as you're cool, I'm cool. Thank you very much, though. Billy Joe, like Gypsy King, gets better with the better opposite. Yeah, exactly. That's what I think happens. I think with Billy Joe, if you put him in with a Canelo and a Triple G, you'll see the best of Billy Joe. Now, will he beat those two guys? I don't know, but I think he'll put on an exceptional performance though. SI as in Simon. No, Simon's not my name. I think you got humbled when AJ lost. I started to like you and AJ a lot more after you lost. AJ is my number one now in boxing. If you notice with AJ that when he wins, he's exactly the same after every fight, as in he doesn't really talk about the fight too much, and the opponent is always about what's next, what he's been improving on. And when he lost, he did exactly the same thing, didn't he? So, you know, he was talking about going back into the gym and improving and learning on other bits. So, a win and a loss for AJ, for me, it was pretty much the same reaction. I mean, I'm sure behind closed doors he was a bit upset about it. Well, he must have been. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I like his attitude. I do like his attitude. The boxing icons is showing everybody how to use the emojis. Big up to you, my friend. Devon, really hope Fury gets the win on February 22nd. No more robberies. Yeah, same as, same as. Adam, does Fury have to rematch Wilder after he wins for the second time? Yeah, he does. And if Wilder wins as well, they're going to have a rematch. So they're going to be fighting February 22nd and then fighting again, I believe, is September time. So, yeah. It's JG. Hunter won that fight. Yeah, yeah. I mean, as I said, I mean, I didn't score the fight, but I did feel that Hunter just about edged that fight. I really do. I haven't watched it again, but I know a lot of people were saying that Hunter won, and a lot of people saying that a draw was a fair result in that as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue with too many people who say one or the other, but for me, I did feel that Hunter won that fight or just won it. Have you heard anything of Oscar Rivas? No, not at all. I mean, since Oscar Rivas lost to Dillian White, he hasn't had a fight, but yet he's gone up the rankings by about 6 or 7 places, which is weird, isn't it? Takes a loss and gets bumped right the way up to number 4. Strange, isn't it? Ryan Garcia is fast. Tank will have problems. That's a good point, actually, about Ryan Garcia. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's very, very nippy. That's for sure. And he's super confident. He's super confident. Man, I wanted Dave Allen to beat Price. That really hurt me. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I thought Dave Allen was going to beat him, to be fair. But unfortunately, with Dave Allen, again, he's one of these guys who likes to block punches with his face. And that's not a good idea when you're fighting someone as big puncher as David Price, you know. UK Pride, we here. Big up DJ Georgie Porgy. Hope you're good. Um, Boxing Ego has been talking crap about you. I never ever watched that clown. Never ever, 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 ever watched that clown. I caught him live once and he's just acting a complete moron. He wasn't even talking about boxing, he was doing some stupid noises. I don't know what he was doing. I was like, my goodness. So all he was there for was just to collect super chats. He ain't no boxing fan. He's a little he's a little bitch is what he is. Uh, I have a lot of UK pride. I'm Canadian. I'd love to live there. Oh really? UK is cold and wet. Josh, what's up? Hope you're good. Hello. Yeah, every fight in super middleweight, Saunders has performed terrible. Yeah, he has. He has. He's really underperformed. So if he's going to be fighting Canelo at super middleweight, that might be a mistake for him. Maybe. If Spence makes an early comeback, do you think he can beat Terence Crawford? I worry about Spence because his face in these latest interviews didn't look good. His face looks like there's a lot of scar tissue there. So if he starts getting unloaded on the face, his face is going to open up, and fights could end up getting called off because he's bleeding too much. So, but again, you know what? Time will tell, won't it? Time will tell. Uh, Someone actually recognised my name earlier because you'd done that video about the question I asked you. Hey, big up to you, man. Big up to you, the boxing icons. Big up to you. Again, you're a channel member, so of course you get all these kind of perks of shouts out. Anyway, what happened to Manuel Charge? Does he still hold a belt? Yeah, he does. He's still got the WBA regular world heavyweight title. He hasn't had a fight in what must be 2 years. If Big Boys Boxing is still in the chat, he better tell you a bit more about it. But he hasn't had a fight for, well, since he won the belt. It's ridiculous. I don't know why they haven't stripped him, to be honest with you. It's absolute shambles. Hell, put Manuel Chara in with Dillian White. See what happens. See what happens. Kai Johnson, do we know if Fury versus Wilder will have a live weigh-in? That's a good point, actually. Yeah, because Bob Arum, he likes to do the um, earlier weigh-ins, doesn't he? So everything that we see is just a formality, that they're actually standing on scales, but the scales are not on because they had the weigh-ins earlier. Yeah, yeah, it could be. Because obviously, I mean, they don't have to make weight because obviously they're heavyweight. So yeah, they could do. So it's more of a showmanship. Good point. Good point. Uh, Ryan Garcia needs a few more fights before he gets to know someone like Tank. Yep, I can agree with that one. Yeah, Ego's a weirdo. Yeah, I said it. I mean, I've only seen him that one time, or maybe twice. I may have caught him twice, but all I remember was a live stream just making stupid noises and pulling stupid faces, wearing sunglasses inside the house. I mean, come on now, weirdo, absolute nut. What do you think of Boxing Voice? Again, I don't watch them either. I just don't watch them at all. Um, Although, well, I say I don't. It's one of those kind of things where, they may do an interview or something, and then somebody will send me a link to it, and I don't know it's them, and I click on the link, it pops open, and it's them, and they're interviewing, say, I don't know, someone that I'm interested in or something like that, and then I end up watching that one, and then I won't watch them again for like a couple of months. So from time to time, I end up watching one of their videos, but not through choice. England produces the best boxers lately for heavyweight. Yeah, um, uh, there have been. Yes, H Money signed up for life. You signed your contract with me now. Being a channel member, you're here for life, my friend. There is no escape. Devon, do you think it was smart for Fury to change trainers? It's going to be a worry, isn't it? It's a real worry because I don't know um, whether or not it's going to be a good move for Sugar Hill. Because Sugar Hill, he's an aggressive style fighting kind of coach, and don't forget, I mean, he trained like the likes of Charles Martin and whatever. So not great success stories. But hey, listen, who knows? I mean, Tyson Fury, he doesn't really need someone to teach him how to box. He just needs to put water in his mouth and speak words of encouragement, really, doesn't he? Do you think Triple G will go to super middleweight? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I mean, again, Triple G, he looked drained in his last fight against Devrichenko. So yeah, I mean, I could see him moving up to 168. I mean, he is getting on a bit now, so yeah, it's going to be more and more difficult for him to keep on making weight, and ultimately his performances are going to make, aren't they? Ultimate shocks. Hope you're good. I always felt that Tyson actually beat Douglas. Okay, yeah. What bothers me is I have to be consistent and say that Wilder actually beat Fury for the same reason. Um, no, for me, I think I felt that Fury won that first fight. Again, I mean, people have to remember those 2 rounds where Wilder dropped Fury are not automatic 10-8 rounds. They're not, because Wilder still had to win the remainder of that round, and I don't think he did. So, but I mean, either way, I mean that was what it was. What happens in the rematch? We'll have to wait and see in Las Vegas. PSK, big up to you. Big up to you. Hope you're good. Crawford absolutely beats the brains out of Spence. And I think Spence knows it too. I really do. Which is a shame because when Errol Spence Jr., when he got that IBF belt after beating Kell Brook, he was talking about fighting the likes of Keith Thurman. He was talking about fighting the likes of Danny Garcia and all these kind of guys. And I'm thinking, yeah, man, Errol Spence is the real deal. You know, he ain't just hype no more. He's the real deal. And obviously, he ended up taking on a Campo and things like that, which is fine. That's not his fault. Again, that's the IBF's fault for putting on piss poor mandatories. But when Terence Crawford comes into 147, there seems to be excuses, and I'm wondering why. I'm wondering why he doesn't really want to fight with Terence Crawford. I don't understand that, but Jonathan Dixon, sorry, Jonathan Dixon. Hope you're good. Spence will never fight, bud. I, 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 I probably agree with you on that one. Yeah, H Money. That's what I mean. Everyone go over there and subscribe to H Money. Go check him out. Uh, okay, that's to somebody else. Big man, what ends you from? I'm from Newcastle. I'm from Newcastle. I was born in Newcastle, currently live in Newcastle. Obviously, spent a bit of time down south, hence my plastic accent. So, yeah. I'm a Geordie boy from the northeast, which is one of the good things about being here in the northeast of England. Is that in football there's rivalry, in boxing we're together, which is really cool. Ring IQ, that's my boy over there. Ring IQ is quality. I love Ring IQ. Hey, Del Boy wears sunglasses in the house. It's amazing the amount of people who do it. I think people who wear sunglasses in the house, they've got some kind of complex about something. That's what I think. Yeah, I don't watch the Boxing Voice. I just don't watch them. Ring IQ, I said, yeah. Ring IQ was excellent. Interviewed Wilder for 2 hours. Jesus Christ. Oh, are you really H Money? Oh, big up. Okay, and Heyman Guia against Spike. It's a shame that I can't get to watch those fights here in the UK. It really is a shame. I don't mind watching those. Although, I mean, the time is quite inconvenient because obviously it's like, again, silly o'clock in the morning for us. Will Gravity Stokes. I'm a Brit who lives in Canada, but I'll be home again in April. Eddie said AJ will probably be defending in London in April, so fingers crossed that's going ahead. We'll love to be there. Um, yeah, I think that, although I think Dillian White, he's going to be fighting April the 18th, and then Joshua will fight the first week of May. Because obviously they're not going to put them too close together, because obviously they're both going to be pay-per-view. So I think that's what the plan is, anyway. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying Canada. Hope you're enjoying it over there. How much are UFC pay-per-views in the UK? You guys have good for boxing prices, pay-per-view. Yeah, we do compared to what you guys have. Yeah, I have to pay $100 for Mayweather or Fury. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I have no idea why Wilder vs Ortiz rematch was $75. I mean, that was ripping you guys off, badly ripping you guys off. That was disgusting. I don't know. I don't even know if UFC are pay-per-view in the UK. I don't know if they are, to be honest with you. I've never noticed one pop up as pay-per-view. Although hopefully somebody in the chat will better tell you about the pay-per-views. What's your favourite fight of all time in any way? My favourite fight for nostalgia reasons was Frank Bruno versus Oliver McCall, when Frank Bruno became world heavyweight champion after, was that his fourth attempt? I think it was. And he finally became WBC heavyweight world champion. That, for a nostalgia kind of reason, that was probably one of my favourite fights. But again, I also liked Lennox Lewis versus Vitaly Klitschko. Again, that was because I'm a bit sick and it's a brutal fight. But yeah, Jin. Yeah, that's what I mean. I can't listen to them. I can't get on with it. I just can't do it. Triple G's on his way out. He starts to look like it, isn't he? He really is. He really is. Big up H, mate. Robert Harrison, is the Ring magazine prestige or not? It's important for boxers. It's important for fans, but you don't need Ring magazine to become undisputed. You don't need it. It looks good because it's like the Rocky Balboa belt. You know, that, that's pretty much how people see it. But yeah, I mean, it's an important belt to have in some ways because it looks good, and it should go hand in hand with lineal if there was a true linealship. So new trainer could be a big mistake. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Ben Davison is undefeated as a trainer, not just with Tyson Fury, but with Isaac Lowe and Billy Joe Saunders, etc. So with Sugar Hill, I don't know. I'd love to be able to go after the Wilder Fury fight. Go, wow, Sugar Hill really done something great with Tyson. You know, I'd love to be able to say it, but I don't think you can improve Tyson. Tyson's all about keeping him focused, keeping him in the gym. That's what he's about. Munguia versus O'Sullivan tomorrow. What you reckon? Probably last fight before he moves up to middleweight. I think that. Oh, I thought this fight was middleweight. I thought that Munguia was fighting Spike at middleweight, but it wasn't for a title or anything like that. I don't know, to be honest with you. I need to check on that one. Well, I do need to check. Yes, Box and Icons, you take care, my man. Yeah, I mean, I've got to get up as well, or get off. It's just gone 1 o'clock in the morning to get some sleep. UFC pay-per-views are $65 in. Wow, that is an insane amount of money. I mean, we get the WWE pay-per-views, which is ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, I don't mind WWE in spits and spurts, but it's all scripted, so why are they pay-per-view? But yeah, the WWE pay-per-views for like the main events, they're like £20. I think they are, or £15. I'm not too sure. Boxing Squared, yeah, he's all right. Yeah, Johnny Boy's pretty cool too. Oh, okay, cool. All right, Adam. Thank you very much, Jonathan. I appreciate it, my man. You want to do a live stream with me? Yeah, of course, we can sort that out at some point. No problemo. No problemo. As soon as I get like a bit more time to be doing these, I've always got to be like a trying to fit them in when my wife's in bed or my little boy's being quiet or something. You know. Most UFC is free on BT Sport. Oh, there you go. There you go. Nick Armour. There you go there. Who are his sparring partners? We've got David Adeli. He's the guy with the white wraps on. He's a 1-0 Brit. Um, and then you've got another Brit next to him, Fox. He's 3-0 with no knockouts. And the other one there is a 2-0 American heavyweight, Jared somebody. I've actually got it on my thing here. Let me open up again just to be sure. Yeah, George Fox, 3-0. David Adeli, 1-0. Jared Anderson, 2-0. So all prospects. All prospects. Right, anyway, guys, I need to be shooting off. Jesus is Lord. That's cool. How many fights wins do you think an amateur should have before turning pro? I think about 50. About 50 is probably about enough. I wouldn't do no more than 100 because you can get to a point where it's difficult to get out of your amateur style. So for me, I'll probably do about 50, something like that. But again, depends how old you are as well. And for me, I don't think anybody should turn professional until an absolute minimum age, about 22, 23. But again, I mean, there's so many different examples of where it works out okay, like Daniel Dubois, you know, and Mike Tyson of that of course turned pro very very early. But I think ordinarily people should um, turn pro probably 23, maybe something like that. I think. And amateur fights probably about 50, but no more than 100, I would say. Oh yeah, did you all hear that Anthony Fowler left Dave Coldwell today? That's a bit of a surprise for me. Ant's going to move to the UK because UFC is free. Yeah. Do you think Wilder will adapt and change for the Fury match? I'm not too sure, Bronx. I think that Wilder, I mean, he's always, I mean, he'll start fights in different ways, but ultimately he'll end up just reverting to type. So whatever it is that he does and tries to change, I mean, he's too old now to be changing. Much like Tyson Fury's too old to be changing his style up too much as well. Um, they, these guys have been doing it their style for too long to adapt too much. So I mean, I know maybe Wilder will pull out a new trick. Who knows? Who knows? Right. Anyway, guys. Right. I need to be shooting off. Paul Gafford, I've just seen you in the chat, so big up to you. YouTube boxers are a joke. Yep, I agree. BJ, it's a Kronk legacy, hard fighter or handless movements and his punches. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the thing. So it may work for him, but can Tyson Fury do it? That's the question. There's talks on Eddie the Beast. Yeah, I heard about that earlier on. Yeah, that's the two uh, strongest men kind of things, isn't it? Yep, I need to be getting off. So anyway, everybody, hope you're all good. Viewpoint Corporation, I've just seen you on there. Uh, yeah, time booth, yeah. Ash 1741, just seen you there. Yeah, time booth's cool. Time booth's cool. He goes a bit too far with some subjects about Michelle Joy Phelps. I think he goes a bit too far about that, but yeah. He is funny in all other things. Right, guys, I really need to be shooting off. Jamie Ledbetter, way I man, big up the tune. AJ and Canelo generate the most views in boxing today. I totally agree with you. Right, everyone, I need to be getting off. Roy P, big up to you. Thank you very much, channel member. H Money, to seeing you there again. Big up to you. Enjoy your live stream tonight. Everyone head over to H Money. He's going to be doing a live stream on Clarissa Shields' fight later on today. So, yep. The boxing icons of cool, of course. Everybody, listen, everybody. I'm not going to go right the way through it all. Roy P. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel if you're not already. And actually, let me just say, if anybody's been subscribed in the last bit, yeah, a couple of people have. Fantastic. I do appreciate everybody's time. It is late. It's 1:10 in the morning here in the UK, so I need to go get some sleep. And if I get a chance tomorrow, we'll go live. Yeah? Actually, I might actually do a live maybe about 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. What do you reckon? Anyway, take care. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Catch you later.